Kabbalah is just the Jewish mystical tradition. So you have the Bible, right? And the Bible are a collection of stories. So you have Adam and Eve, the story of the patriarchs, Moses, and then you have the story of King David. Right? And the idea of the Kabbalah is trying to interpret these stories in a mystical lens so as to understand the soul of the universe, the mind of God. Right? And the understanding of the Kabbalah is the world that we see around us, this material world, it's a fake reality. It's a simulation. The universe itself is pure consciousness. And the totality of this consciousness is God. Okay?
So the universe itself is, the totality of the universe is pure consciousness.
Yeah. Okay, so think of energy, okay? Energy that vibrates, and that's consciousness. And then at a lower level, this vibration becomes much more concrete, much more visible to the human eye. Okay. And that's the world that we live in. All right?
And you're saying that this is the view of...
the Kabbalists.
The Kabbalah, okay.
And this is generally accepted.
Understood.
Okay.
Got it.
So the idea is rather than seeing that consciousness emerges from matter, it's really consciousness that creates matter.
Right.
Okay? So mind before matter. Right? Because in school we're taught that matter leads to mind. Okay, the brain is what creates the mind. But what these Kabbalists believe, it's the mind that creates the brain as well as the body.
Right.
Okay? So now what they're going to do is they're going to take this major idea, consciousness is the universe, and apply it to the Bible, the stories of the Bible, and resolve some mysteries as to what happened in the Bible. So the first mystery in the Bible is, why did Adam and Eve disobey God? Right? Because God just basically said, this is paradise, the Garden of Eden. You will live forever here, and you can eat as much food as you want. You'll never have to labor. But there's only one rule, and the rule is do not eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge.
Right.
That's all you have to do. And Adam and Eve just managed to break that one rule, which condemned humanity to the world that we live in today.
Right.
We were cast aside from paradise.
Right.
Okay. And so the Kabbalists are trying to figure out, why did this happen? And what does this mean for us in the universe?
Right.
And so their explanation is this. Their explanation is, in the beginning, there's only God. God's a totality. And God is the will to bestow. He is pure love. And love means giving. The problem is there's something to give to. So God creates a new being called Adam Kenmon, which is the will to receive. So that God can know itself, God can complete itself by giving to someone else. Okay? The problem is that Adam Kenmon is a immature being. It is the will to receive, therefore it is pure ego. And therefore it does not understand why God gives, because it only receives. And so Adam Kenmon receives this gift, the divine light, but at some point he hesitates, he doubts, and he rejects the light. And he breaks, and this is the shattering of the world. Okay? And the shattering of the world descends into our world, and these divine sparks become embodied by husks, by bodies. Okay, so humans are these divine light that come from Adam Kenmon that now become embodied in husks, in bodies. And because we have bodies, we become blind to our divine origins, and we engage in all sorts of sin, right? Okay, and that's why Adam and Eve disobeyed God, and that's why when we go into the world, we commit all sorts of sin and evil. And this explains how the Bible progressed, right?
Yeah, that was the original sin.
That was the original sin. And so the purpose of the universe is for the Jews to repair the world, because the Jews are the chosen people. They will repair the world and then bring all these shards of light back together again. And this will allow God to have a reunion with humanity. And this will repair the world, and this will be the end of days. Okay? So that is the general idea.
Okay.
But there's a logic to all this process in that God is all-knowing. So God knew that we would reject his light. But that was part of the plan.
Right.
Because it's only through our sin that we will have knowledge, that we can repent,
Right.
and therefore we can welcome God.